flat out in front of it. Okay. Now, about one. That's about 1 foot length step of mine and other foot in front of it distance. That's how far I am. My hand fully extended on my fingertips is about 1/4 of an inch from it. My foot is about maybe 2 or 3 feet from it, and I can still get my foot on it. This is the board I'm using. I'm standing straight just as the board is straight. Now I'm going to kind of angle off, and my feet aren't naturally straight. They kind of spread out naturally due to how my body is. And I'm going to kind of bend my knees a little bit, not really lock them in, just bend them just a little bit. I'm going to kind of widen my stance just a tiny bit. Alright? Now my hands up about like right here towards my chest. And this right here, sometimes what I do when I'm working with the board here, trying to figure up angles and just get my movements down right, positioning my weight, my movements of how to move and whatnot. I'm still not used to my legs being more spread out yet. Now I'm not saying you have to drop your weight, it really depends on how your style is later on inside. As I hopefully get better being an amateur beginner learner, really overall a learning person wanting to learn this, maybe then I'll stop dropping my weight a little bit. But when you're as tall as I am, the last thing you want to do is hit the ground at a high amount of speed and hurt yourself. Because the bigger you are, the harder you fall. So I went from being, again, to camera position, go up, I'm a little more closer now. I'm kind of pretty much arm's reach. And I'm going to angle myself off, so I'm going to position myself a little bit sideways. Not completely sideways, I'm still that way a little bit, and how I'm using. But now I have the arm reach already, or the ability of that right there. I don't want it to be too far away for that. I don't want to be too close for that one right there either. With the heel of my palm or too far away for the knuckles of my hand or fist. Okay? This is just stuff I work on, how to position my body pretty much, and how to do fake outs. But I focus on that right there. It could be this right here, which I'm trying to gain more strike with my heel, pretty much, instead of the ball of my foot hitting, which I'm not flexible enough that I have to be way more down. That's kind of weird. But also, hold up. Anyway, back to this. So, do I think you have to angle off? No. Sometimes, it depends on how good your legs are. Being this is better, because I can immediately put my leg out like that. I ain't got to be that high, I can just be a. You could even use the side edges of the balls of your feet like that, depending on where you hit if you're quick enough. And you also got to be careful you don't end up hitting your toe, but you need to bend your toes back sometimes when doing that so you don't. But the bottom of your heel is better. And I used to always just hit flat with all my foot, flat like that. Or use the middle part of my foot right there, in between the heel and the ball of the foot. But now I use the heel because it's more stronger, and that part of my shoes or boots have more cushion to it. And plus, a lot of times when I end up hitting like with this puts pressure on my ankle. That really doesn't too much. And give me a moment, please. Interruptions, son of a gun. Jeez Louise. Never can do a video without having interruptions. Anyway, there's probably some more stuff I had to say. Oh yeah. Learning how to put your hip into your strikes and learning not to bounce yourself back with your lower strikes, okay? And I'm not the world's best at kicking. I get my leg up, and when your leg's right, that's your chambering system. The way your knee points is the way you're usually gonna kick, okay? Or often more times basically where your foot, because your knee's gonna follow your foot, okay? And how to hit something and keep on pushing forward without pushing you back. How to hit it real quickly and strike it. Now, that wasn't the world's best kick, but it's better than nothing. That still was pretty decent, I do believe, by getting that up decently high. Now let me change the angle of the camera here now. Where's the board at? The board in the shot. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. So yeah. And with how to position that right there. Even just that right there movement. Doesn't have to be all your left side, just something from this side. Every time your arm moves, your leg moves. It's more than just putting your shoulder behind your punch, it's putting all your body. And this is upside a telephone pole. I'm still very new to this. So I'm just trying to get that anglement down of it. And I do kind of have to have my left leg right here at an angle and twist that way. So on the balls of my feet. This one I don't put on the ball of my foot too much. I might need to more though, because it will give you more motion. I'm sorry you can't see that down there on the camera, but yeah. So basically, the hit with power, you're putting all your weight behind it, pretty much. Okay, and if you do short like that, try to lean your body in at short, you're more like pushing the person you are hitting them, you know. So all your weight. And be careful on how your knuckles hit. Some say use different parts of your hand, whatnot. Some people hit sideways, some people hit straight. Some people curl their hand up like that to make a fist. Most do that. Some put their thumb over there. Whatever works doesn't break your hand. I don't care if you got to do a hook, or come with a haymaker, or a straight up hand palm, or a punch like that, putting your weight into it. But as you can tell, as I extend that way, my body goes out further. So if I'm too close, and I got my arm bent, I'm not letting all that right there come behind it, then I'm not really doing a great enough punch for power. But then again, power isn't always important. A lot of times it's speed, getting those rapid ones in and hitting effectively. But you still make sure, no matter what, you have enough stability that when you're throwing kicks, you don't push yourself back. And you ain't got to bend too far. Have somebody hit you right there. And don't try to go too high. Have somebody catch your foot and push you back. High kicks are more for looks. Go for the more vital areas. All this stuff is stuff I'm still learning at the beginning in my training here and there. From friends that have been situational or need to use that, and people that have been taught, like my dad, a former martial arts student from back in the day. So yeah, doing that right there and getting those, and also working on your breathing, especially your breathing. Try not to blink too much. Have a decent guard. You know, if you're not a fan of trying to use and then come with a nerve punch at the same time, you know, having a decent guard here when you're going up here, or whatever. Or say you want to guard your legs or your sideways, having that guard right there, your leg positioned right here, so the tender parts are blocking it. And you have a little bit of give to it. And gotta be way up there. That's something I came up with. It may not work. It may work. Don't really know. But I believe it's helpful. So, yeah. And there's another session with me explaining stuff I'm learning on my slow journey to become better at using my body for what I like to call physical physics, pretty much. All right, folks, thanks for watching. See you around.